One threat, a double threat, triple threat
Oh.
for the Japanese fighter. And look at the damage.
Yeah, Tatsuro Taira, not just a grappler he showed tonight. I mean, he's got the hands as well. This man is a factor in this division. Wow.
100%.
Check out our latest arrivals and fan favorites at UFCstore.com. Heavy leg kick for Taira to open round 2. Sits down Vergara momentarily.
It's another great way to stop that forward pressure. Vergara start attacking that lead leg, especially calf.
Nice counter left hook there from Vergara.
Apologies for the overreaction. I think it was the hair of Taira that just kind of flops up there every time it gets it. It doesn't necessarily hurt him.
Watch Vergara's calf. He's already switching stance. I think that hurt him, those two big shots. We'll see if Taira can keep making that read. Ooh, nice left high.
And you know what? Taira's thrown that kick quite a few times. He doesn't change. He doesn't switch into it. He just picks it up and throws that up. And look out for that right knee as well. He's got to be careful, though, throwing a lot of these shots from distance where he's not even getting a hold of Vergara. That can drain a lot of energy.
I think the real read on that for the rest of the division is that he really wants that takedown, and you know, you got to kind of get the respect and get the striking rhythm going before you start forcing the shots.
Clinch in the center of the octagon momentarily until Vergara doesn't want the ground game. Done a good job at keeping his feet through round 2 so far.
But this is what Taira does so well. He sneaks around to the back, trips out one of your base legs, and now he's got full body triangle wrapped around Vergara with a lot of time left in this second round.
Now, Vergara's doing the right thing. You see how he's got that figure 4 on the mat. That's where you want that zip tie on your belly. It's you know, body triangle. You want to have the lock on the floor. That way you can put pressure on the ankle of the opponent who's got the back. So Vergara's doing the right thing here, fighting the hands. Now let's see, and we just saw Taira make the adjustment. That's the constant adjustment from the bottom man. You have to, right when they go to switch their feet, you have to try to escape then. And that's what's so frustrating about this body lock position.
It sucks. It does, right? I mean, it just sucks.
It can be pretty
And
annoying.
for anybody at home that's never been put in a body triangle, the easy way to understand how it feels, have somebody in your household that's slightly heavier than you sit on your stomach, and that's pretty much what it feels like.
I'm glad you added to the analysis of it sucks, Paul, but that's why we love it.
In case I was not clear enough, Brendan. Oh, he's getting under the chin here. He's getting under the chin.
He's got the chin in there, but he could still, can still choke with the chin. We've seen Damian Maia like break a jaw, like almost break a jaw with this position. So it takes a certain technique and squeeze to keep the jaw in there and still threaten the choke, because he's not quite under it, but it can still get the job done here. That is tight.
Nice work from Vergara to hang in here, keep fighting those hands. Even though it's, you know, having trouble breathing or having pressure on that jaw, he knows if he control at least one hand of Taira, he can stay in this fight. But that body triangle and having somebody try to pressure you with a choke is just, like I said, it sucks.
Taira let go of the neck momentarily, thought about the left arm, now he's back to it. More than a full round of ground control time here, with just under a minute and a half to go in round 2.
Yeah, he's still not out of trouble here. Oh, man, every time it gets a little bit closer, you see Taira's trying to get that hand snuck behind the head of Vergara. This way, when he reaches back, he can't find that hand that he needs to attack. You don't know which one's which, and that's when that panic mode sets in.
Vergara finally did a good job. He got underneath that bottom leg, but then you saw Taira, he's doing such a good job switching the legs every single time, and this is how the clock gets burnt. We saw Aljamain Sterling do this to Peter Yan and win the title that way. Nice armbar transition.
Vergara able to nearly return to his feet. Can he get his
That's it. Beautiful.
Tatsuro Taira is still undefeated. He moves to 12-0, this time by armbar in the second round. 22 years old, and look out, other flyweights.
That's his 6th win by submission.
So we see here he gets a single leg, Vergara doing the right thing, stuffing the head, but he goes behind, takes the back, goes straight to his signature, hook the leg and trip. He's done this to most of his opponents. He's very good once he gets to that clinch position, but he does a great job with the back. He has the body triangle and then transitions beautifully to this armbar. This is not an easy finish, but Vergara pulls straight out, and that allows him to straighten that arm out and get the finish.
Undefeated, still intact, and a very bright prospect on the way up. We'll make it official when we come back.
Tatsuro Taira. That was interesting. Not sure what he was doing there, but he did tell UFC.com this week that he's about to welcome Aguilar to the UFC. This is not an easy level. So Taira in
Well,
Aguilar in a black, straight to action.
it's not an
He's
easy
got
level,
the guillotine.
but he got off to an
That
easy
is
start,
deep.
and that's his move. As I said on the walk, 5 out of 6 submissions have come by guillotine. Not the best start for Taira.
Arm in guillotine, though, Laura, makes a little bit of a difference.
It absolutely does. They're much more difficult to finish than a guillotine without the arm. But right now, Taira, if he can, needs to start to tripod up and relieve some of that pressure that's on his neck there. But Aguilar doing such a good job of locking him down in place.
He'll be all right because Aguilar technically needs to be more on his side. He's kind of on his back. Of course, if you're ridiculously strong and you've got the shortest arms on record, which is what Aguilar has, the shortest reach in the history of the UFC, I believe. So what's that going to give you? It's going to give you a strong squeeze. Technically, it's a little too square on his back. But, as I say, with the power, you never know because that is clearly under the chin right now.
It is. And to your point, Michael, with the angle being off, he needs to worry as well about potentially burning his arms out. You got to make a decision at some point. When do I give up on this because I don't quite have it?
Jesus Aguilar, biggest underdog on the card at plus 800. And Taira not panicking in this situation. Taking his time.
He's doing the right thing. There's no need to panic right now. And because of the fence, it's making the escape for Taira very difficult. But he does need to fight the hands because you can't take it for granted that just because you aren't being choked out right now, it doesn't mean that Aguilar can't make a slight adjustment, alter the grip, alter the positioning of his hips and where he is in relation to the canvas and turn on the pressure.
Taira's doing a really good job here of creating more of a perpendicular angle. I mean, he's making the angle for Aguilar even worse right now. So very slowly and methodically getting himself into a slightly better position. But to your point, Michael, I mean, the choke is still underneath the chin.
Yeah, he's trying to fight the hands now. And Aguilar's let go. It's one-handed at this moment in time. Any second now.
He switches his grip.
The head's going to pop out in a second. Well, look at the right arm of Aguilar. He hasn't got his hands joined.
Well, so far, Aguilar has slowed the roll of Tatsuro Taira. Halfway through round 1.
I mean, the reality is, listen, that's his go-to move, the guillotine, so he likes it, right? But by doing that, he's now flat on his back. Taira is very, very good at jiu-jitsu, as I said on the walk. He's got no weak areas. And now Taira essentially got a takedown for free.
And he looks like he might be thinking about an Americana here.
Yeah. He's going to pass the guard.
He's so long for the division. He's in a very powerful when he's cross-body in that top position like that, Laura.
Yeah, and sometimes when we talk about reach, we only think about it being a factor on the feet. But it really can be a factor in the grappling exchanges as well. When you start going with a guy whose legs just feel extraordinarily long compared to yours, and the arms, it feels like you're kind of trapped in this spider's web.
So some lovely work from Taira against Vergara. What I also liked is, as much as you were saying he does everything very perfectly, Michael, it does take risks. There's a few risks. It does make it more exciting for him to watch. So he's got a little bit of growth to do, but a very, very exciting prospect.
Well, he's got some escaping to do right now because we see the arm tied up. Taira, well, he kind of let it go there, but he's progressed to full mount. This is panic stations now for Aguilar. Now he's thinking about the triangle. He's got it locked up.
Yeah, he's got the triangle.
Joined, and potentially we're going to see a submission in a moment. It's very tight, very technically proficient Taira.
The trapdoor seems to be opening for Jesus Aguilar as Taira readjusts.
And you see the angle. The angle's perfect now. Making it
Watch the armbar.
Triangle armbar.
Wow.
I mean, Jesus
That's
is
There it is. Another performance and another stoppage from Tatsuro Taira. 13-0 now professionally. What a prospect this man is.
I mean, a huge prospect. The adjustments that he made in that grappling exchange really demonstrate a very high-level fight IQ for such a young man to transition from the top mount. And then, okay, here you can see Aguilar doing a good job here, tucking his arm. He's trying to get the arm to the other side, but then Taira recognizes, oh, the hand's right here, and all he has to do, hip up, stretch it out, go belly down. And once you're in this position and you have the elbow in the right spot, it's really difficult to get out of that spot. Just excellent work from such a young man. I mean, I'm excited to see what he can do in this division, John. I mean, he's only been here a few fights and already grabbing a lot of attention.
3 fights, 3 wins.
Oh,
A verbal tap. He was all tied up in there, but definitely a verbal tap multiple times there from Aguilar. We'll be back in a few moments to give this man his moments. Can we do that as well?
I was just thinking that. I might just enter that myself.
Here's Taira going to these calf kicks, but Hernandez,
He checked that
he's
one.
got a chance here. He's got great boxing. He made a mistake in the first round. He paid severely for it, but he did survive it. Now he's got to try to do something to get the respect back from Taira and hurt him.
And Laura, he's had to... Oh my goodness! Oh, it buzzed him! Oh, it buzzed him! Hernandez is hurt!
Big shots from Taira. The window's starting to close on Hernandez here. He's got to scramble.
Oh, he's in trouble, guys.
Stop, he's done.
Wow.
There it is. First UFC knockout for Tatsuro Taira. It is not one threat, a double threat, triple threat for the Japanese fighter. And look at the damage.
Yeah, Tatsuro Taira, not just a grappler he showed tonight. I mean, he's got the hands as well. This man is a factor in this division. Wow.
100%. I mean, 5-0 here in the UFC, now with a knockout on his record. Let's take a look here. Look at this right hand. Boom, right down the middle. Staggers Hernandez, follows up with a beautiful combination. And then on the ground, I love that he ended up finding a way to get the TKO. Look at that. Needs a left hook for it, but just landed the bigger, powerful shot, showing off his speed, gets in there, and just is relentless on getting Hernandez, who tried his absolute best to survive, but just Taira too much.
Well, that was an impressive showing from Tatsuro Taira, who is desperate to unlock a rankings pairing. Surely that is his future in 2024. We'll be back to make this one official after the break. Took on board all of his coach's instructions. Let's see if he can execute straight to the low kicks.
Taira's just clean. Very, very skilled. Everything's textbook. The knee, the tie clinch. Wait for it here.
A little bit of chaos from Perez.
The timing on that tie clinch is very good for Taira, and he uses it just at the right time to stop Perez from hitting.
Hold on, what's happening here? From
That looked like a right hand. I mean, it was a right hand unless something happened before.
Right hand in the eye.
Yeah. By the way, that was a very interesting tweet about how Perez is looking.
Oh, yep, another eye.
No.
Yeah, he barely touched it, but I mean, it's enough.
You see that finger?
You would know. It doesn't take much.
I wouldn't have
I
seen
don't
that
want
one.
to don't get me in this fight. Don't make me take points. Keep control of your fingers, up or closed.
Just close them. Just close them. Make a fist. You want to connect with a fist.
There's a long way to go in this fight, of course, 5 rounds. Taira's now got to watch his P's and Q's, walking that disciplinary line. So fans spotting how crisp Taira's striking is looking tonight, because we've just seen him do his work with the grappling. Just goes to show what a young talent he is.
Great calf kicks.
Oh, my.
Taira's fighting a very sharp fight already.
I mean, he's 24 years old. He's 24 years old, and you can see this is a lifetime of training, being surrounded by some of the greatest martial artists out there in Japan.
Nice combo from Perez.
Literally bred for this.
He doesn't look battle-worn either, does he? If he was wearing, like, over-the-ear headphones, this guy does not look like a fighter either.
Well, you see him in 10 years, though. See him at 34, covered in scars. And,
Yeah.
you know, maybe a severe alcohol problem. No, but he is quite the specimen. That's not to say that Perez isn't being very, very competitive. He is. I'm just saying at 24 years old, he's so clean.
Yeah, whatever happens tonight, it's been a mad good career for Taira.
Yeah.
But Perez is landing at a higher number, and it doesn't look as clean, but he is landing more, and he's getting into the pocket on the taller, lengthier, straighter punching target.
See, that's
great defense. This is what I'm talking about. This is the difference. He gets taken down. Now let's see if he can get back up right away, because nobody has been able to with Taira. Nope, there it is, right away.
Insane.
This is what he's been doing to everybody.
That's a big show of dominance right there.
Beautiful
That back take. I want to rewind that, record it.
The entirety of the fight, he was choosing to keep the fight on the feet. The one time he decided that I'm going to take you down, he was able to do that. As I'm saying, that's so impressive.
Look at the body triangle and how he's using it to leverage the leg of Perez to try to take him down. He's trying to whip him down with, see how he's, so that was a beautiful takedown, the way he does that.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Oh, I think he hurt his,
Oh,
he
no.
tore something in his knee with that takedown.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's the end of the
Oh,
fight.
he's in a lot of pain.
That takedown was
takedown,
incredible.
it
That was
forced the
Taira
end of the
doing
fight.
that takedown. That was all happened from Taira. And that was a very tricky body triangle takedown that you don't see a lot. That's high-level takedown right there.
Oh, man, this is awful to watch, though. Perez is in a lot of pain. But you're absolutely right, though. That was all initiated by Taira. That wasn't some misfortune that happened. That was
And the way
that
he
man
took,
there being, honestly, just fantastic. Brilliant inside the
look at how
octagon.
he's leveraging the leg. The right leg is under the knee of Perez right there. And look how he leverages it. That's what did it. I mean, it's just a beautiful technique that he's using there to blow that knee out. It wasn't an accident. Look how he leans back.
Yeah.
That lean back is what created that opportunity to just snap the knee of Perez. And he tried it 2 times before this, but he's able to keep the position.
Yeah.
Look, beautiful.
Because look at that. Look at the way that he leans back to generate the force to pull him down, to use gravity on his side. I mean, again, I'm blown away. That was something special against his toughest opponent yet.
100%. All right, we're going to take a short break of 30 seconds, and we'll be back.